I think that I shall never see a poem lovely as a tree whose hungry mouth is pressed against the earth's sweet flowing breast, a tree that looks at God all day and lifts her leafy arms to pray. Good day! I am Elymar A. Pascual from Talaman Integrated National High School, Nacurlan, Laguna, Philippines. The title of my study is Raising Naturalistic Intelligence Towards Increasing Academic Performance, Environmental Activities Alongside Learning. The Department of Education Memorandum Number 223, Series of 216, entitled Strengthening the Implementation of the Gulayan sa Paaralan Program in Public Elementary and Secondary Schools nationwide, was crafted to support the hunger mitigation initiatives of the government and to encourage both public elementary and secondary schools to establish school gardens to ensure continuous supply of vegetables for the school-based feeding program. Among its aims are to promote vegetable production, establish and maintain school gardens, and serve as laboratory for learners. It is interesting to note that having the love to nurture plants, trees, and vegetables is part of the 8 multiple intelligences whose proponent was Howard Gardner. It is implied that naturalistic intelligence is at the back of this GPP program of the Department of Education. The 8 multiple intelligences are mathematical, spatial, interpersonal, intrapersonal, linguistic, musical, kinesthetic, and naturalistic. The Gulayan sa Paaralan program taps the naturalistic intelligence as it trains not only the teachers but also the learners to be environmentally aware and be inclined to the things about nature. But would it be more interesting if this school program be brought down to the smaller units, and that is the school level? Would it be more meaningful if every classroom would have their own nearby garden, if possible, to grow, nurture, and harvest vegetables? Bintang and others of 2018 integrated multiple intelligences theory in handling their classes. 90% of the students followed the classroom instruction when naturalistic skill is taught. Not only that the learners were encouraged to follow instructions, classroom session also became enjoyable for them. Focusing on naturalistic intelligence, Mumtaz and Umer Farouk of 2012 found out that girls have significantly higher naturalistic intelligence than boys. More so, students in higher level have significantly higher naturalistic intelligence than students in lower level. This action research is focused on determining the effect of having vegetable planting activity in a classroom level. Specifically, it sought answer to the following questions. What is the mean level of naturalistic intelligence and academic performance of grade 11 ABM learners before the implementation of vegetable planting activity in classroom level? What is the mean level of naturalistic intelligence and academic performance of grade 11 ABM learners after the implementation of vegetable planting activity in classroom level? Is there a significant difference in naturalistic intelligence level and academic performance of grade 11 ABM learners before and after the implementation of vegetable planting activities in classroom level? According to learners, teachers, and parents, how can naturalistic intelligence be nurtured by the following key activities? Contact, observation, exploration, classification, and hobby. The 5-week activity began as a challenge to the learners to plant and nurture small vegetation outside the classroom. Challenge number 1, contact. This was the challenge for the first week. Learners had nature walk to find their chosen vegetable to grow in their elongated pot. Challenge number 2, observation. Once in contact with nature, they have taken note and observed the growth each day or week. Challenge number 3, exploration. With the use of magnifying glass, a microscope or binoculars, they needed to have a close-up picture of the leaves, stem, or sprout from the vegetable. Challenge number 4, classification. With the help of parents, books, or the internet, the learners needed to classify their vegetable and be able to put the scientific name of it as a label in the elongated pot. Challenge number 5, hobby. This was the challenge for the 5th week. Learners were encouraged to develop a hobby such as planting vegetables at home. The 38 learners were the source of data for naturalistic intelligence level and academic performance, both before and after the introduction of naturalistic activity. Aside from the 38 learners, the 5 grade 11 advisors as well as the parents of the learners were interviewed through pen and paper survey questionnaire with regards to their idea on the different activities that can be done to raise naturalistic intelligence. In order to provide meaningful presentation and analysis of data, the following tools were used: mean and standard deviation, t-test for correlated means, and thematic analysis. The table highlights the paired t-test result of the naturalistic intelligence level before and after the implementation of environmental awareness activities alongside learning. It can be seen that in all activities that form part of naturalistic intelligence, all aspects increase in level. Nevertheless, not all increases were seen to be significant. With the exception of observation, the other 4 aspects significantly increase in naturalistic level. This is evident by the t-values being greater than the t-critical. They are also supported by the p-values, which are all less than the alpha value, again with the exception of observation. Overall, the naturalistic intelligence of the ABM 11 vibrant learners of Talangan Integrated National High School significantly increased with the implementation of the 5-week activities fostering environmental awareness. The table displays the paired t-test result of the academic performance of learners before and after the implementation of the 5-week vegetable planting activities. It can be seen that there was a 2.84 increase in the general average from 2nd quarter to 3rd quarter. This increase was seen to be significant through the t-value being greater than the t-critical. This is supported by the phi value, which is lower than the alpha value. With 95% level of confidence, there is enough evidence to claim that the environmental activities significantly increase the academic performance of the learners. How can naturalistic intelligence be nurtured through contact in the immediate environment of a person? The beginning of contact to the environment is simply looking at the things around us, whether we have interest to them or none. Awareness results in having the knowledge of the things around us that may have direct or indirect relation or effect in our lives. Awareness breeds curiosity on how those things around us contribute on our well-being. How can naturalistic intelligence be nurtured through observation? Observation of the things around us helps naturalistic intelligence to be raised. Things that grow like plants and animals are interesting to be observed because of the life they radiate. Keen observation will result into gathering of fruitful information about the subject being scrutinized. How can naturalistic intelligence be nurtured through exploration? Knowledge is intensified when a person explores the things in the immediate environment. Different gadgets or utilities can be used to deepen the search for knowledge. New and first-hand information can be revealed to a person when he takes time to investigate. How can naturalistic intelligence be nurtured through classification? It is interesting to note the characteristics of the living things in our environment. Different kinds of species lead us to the awe-inspiring creation around us. Identifying the taxonomy of the living things in our surrounding gives us a sense of belongingness. How can naturalistic intelligence be nurtured through habit formation? Development of habit makes an ability or skill deeply rooted in one's personality. Knowledge or skill from school brought at home will develop into lifelong learning. When a person sees the importance of a lesson, it will be remembered and applied even outside the school. School heads and officials should continue promoting the Gulayan sa Paaralan project, not just as a school activity, but preferably to be brought down to the classroom level. Knowing that raising the naturalistic intelligence can benefit the learner's academic performance. Teachers and advisors should find ways to make planting vegetable an extracurricular activity, if not a lesson integration, so as to heighten learners' naturalistic intelligence. DepEd officials should launch seminars and conferences connected to environmental awareness, leading to nurturing teachers and learners' naturalistic intelligence. Family and community should seek ways on how the youth of today become involved in environmental activities. Parents may imbibe vegetable planting at home with their children so as to train them in valuing nature's resources and inculcate health and economical living. Community officials can launch projects involving youth, teaching them to nurture plants and vegetables that will ultimately lead for them to become businessmen and women in small ways. The conduct of this study amazed the author on how the awakening of the learner's naturalistic intelligence favored the increase of their academic performance. The holistic development of learners is still a call for educators today. That is, to touch not just the learner's head, but their heart as well. Learners might forget what we teach academically, but they will long remember us on how we touch their lives through the example we show them, whether in the four corners of the classroom or in the society where we are moving as living testament. Once again, I am Elymar A. Pascual. Thanks for watching, keep safe, and God bless.